9 states with no state income tax. Really good for the entrepreneur life. No state income tax. So that's one of the things you don't have to worry about. Or this is really good if you just don't want to pay any state income tax. I'm going to go over the 9 state taxes right here, right now. My name is Adam Shelton and welcome to the video today. And I'm excited to bring this video to you because no state income tax is music to my ears. And you're about to see this right now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Now, during this article that I was just looking at this morning, it was 9 state income tax, no income tax states. So I knew about 3 or 4 of them. I was really surprised to learn about the rest of the states. Now, the state that I live in, Florida, I knew about that, which is one of the main reasons why I'm here. One of the main reasons, because of no state income tax. Now, these are the 9 here, so write them down. Make sure you pay attention if you're looking for no state income tax for an entrepreneur or even for a worker or even for a family. So check it out. Alaska is number 1 on here. And there's no particular order on this listings. Now, Alaska is very mostly tax friendly overall for taxes. Look at this, no state income tax. So think about that. Now I'm thinking about Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska, Juneau, Alaska. But I'm thinking about visiting Alaska, just visit there just to see how that feels there. Now, it does have sales tax and property taxes there to make up the gap of no state income tax. But it did say this, Alaska is one of the 5 states with no state sales tax. So excuse me, there's no sales tax there. So think about it, no sales tax and no state income tax and a mostly friendly tax state. Now, property taxes is definitely above the national average, but that's something you will have to deal with in terms of being any type of investment into real estate or buying your home there. So think about Alaska is number 1. So let me go to the next one. Here's Florida. The beautiful state of Florida where I live in is number 2 on the list and is definitely most tax friendly overall for the tax rate. Now, of course, there's no state income tax, which Florida is definitely known for that. But here's the thing. It does have a sales tax of 6% and statewide. Now, a difference in terms of what city you're in terms of like city taxes and things like that. But look at this here also. It says groceries, clothing, motor vehicles, and prescription drugs has some exceptions or taxable within that. So 6% state taxes, property taxes definitely is up there as well. It's up there pretty average when it comes to the national average. But listen to this. This is my favorite thing is no state income tax and it's mostly tax friendly. So you're going to have some advantages of being an entrepreneur, business owner, being in the state taxes when it comes to that as well. And look at this, inheritance and an in-state tax. Estate taxes, there is no inheritance tax or estate tax. Check this out. There's no estate tax. So think about that as well. The next one on the list is Nevada. Now, I knew about Nevada didn't have any state taxes, but I was really surprised to learn that it does not have estate or inheritance tax. I did not know that at all. Now, Nevada, of course, is known as Las Vegas, Reno, Carson City is the state capital of Nevada, but I didn't know about it has 6.85% of sales tax. Did not know about that at all. So that basically is pretty high on the combined rate in terms of all these taxes averaging up. Now, property taxes is, $533 per 100,000 of assessed home value, which is the lowest rate in the United States. So the property tax is a little bit low on the low side. I did not know that either before this actually research that I did. And I want to share with you, especially looking to move to one of these states to save on taxes, start a business, build a home, move to a new job, anything like that. I will look at taxes. I will look at where the tax is going to be dealing with in terms of moving to a state or starting your life in a new place. So Nevada is definitely something to definitely look at when it comes to taxes. It's most tax friendly. It has no state tax and it has no inheritance tax or estate tax. And then check it out, property taxes, it just say which is one of the lowest rates in the United States in terms of the median property tax rate in terms of that. So there you go. Now here's the next one on the list, New Hampshire. I didn't know that either. New Hampshire is a beautiful state. Definitely one of the states I definitely want to visit there because of the beauty of the state. So being an entrepreneur is all about experiencing new opportunities. I'm not saying New Hampshire is a new opportunity, but it could be an opportunity for you because of some of the benefits it does have. And one of the benefits, look at that, no state or local sales tax. No state or local sales tax. Now, overall rating for taxes is mixed tax picture and doesn't have a state income tax, but it is a 5% tax on dividend and interest in excess of $2,400 for individual, $4,800 for joint filers. So it does have some definitely, different things that's involving, tax percentages, but at the end of the day, no state and no sales tax, no local sales tax. So I'm thinking about that local sales tax. Oh my goodness, no state taxes. That's awesome. That's unbelievable. And it doesn't have any inheritance tax or estate tax. Oh my goodness. And check this out. Median property tax in New Hampshire is $2,050 per 100,000 of assessed home value. That is the highest rate in the country. So you definitely have to be noticeable about that. Remember, Nevada is one of the lowest in the country when it comes to this. Now, New Hampshire is one of the highest, but it definitely has to balance out and somehow in terms of the overall tax, standpoint. But look at this, no state and no local sales tax. I would definitely check that out in terms of taxes. New Hampshire, I know it's different, but New Hampshire, it is a beautiful state. Another one is South Dakota, another tax-friendly state. No state income tax, of course, because this video is about no state income tax, and it's a tax-friendly place. It also, which does not have estate tax or inheritance tax. There's no inheritance or estate tax. That's really good as well. Property taxes is above the national average. That's something to think about. But once again, there's no state income tax, and also the sales tax is 4.5. That is below average combined rate. So that's kind of below the average combined rate. So that's something to think about as well. But South Dakota, no state taxes, and it's a tax-friendly state as well. Moving on to Tennessee. I was a little surprised by Tennessee that's being a tax-friendly state as well. So all the people who love Tennessee, the Nashville, the Memphises, the Chattanooga, the Knoxville, Tennessee, University of Tennessee is held there. This is actually some good news for you as well. If you want to relocate to Tennessee, being an entrepreneur, being a digital marketer, being a nomad, being, just being free, being a college student. If you're a college student watching this video, this is good for you too as well, because taxes, you definitely want to look to save on some taxes. Now, Tennessee has no state income tax, but it does have dividend and some interest subject to hall tax at 1%, and also the tax is waived if you're over 100. If you're over 100, wow, okay, that's very, very interesting. But it did say this: first, $1,250 in taxable income for individuals, $2,500 for joint filers is exempt. 2020 is the last year for the tax, which is being phased out. So it's being phased out as well. We're in 2021, so definitely this is probably already phased out already. But the thing you want to learn is it does not have state income tax. That's something really good. Now, it does have a 7% sales tax. It does have that. So that's a little bit on the high end. It's the highest combined rate in the nation. So that's something really to consider in terms of the sales tax. And it's all the things of being taxable or exempt. And then your property taxes is below the national average, which it says $636 per 100,000 of assessed home value, so which is below the national average. So that's something positive, because your property taxes in some places in Tennessee, obviously it's going to be a little bit more, on your side in terms of being affordable. But this is another thing that's good: no inheritance and no inheritance tax or estate tax. So Tennessee is something to definitely look at as well. And here's another one. Number 7 on the list is Texas. Of course, we knew about Texas. Everything is big in Texas, and you definitely save on some taxes in Texas, especially on the state taxes. Overall rating for taxes is mixed, with the tax picture above, which is mixed. You're going to save some taxes, and you're going to pay on taxes as well. And I love the fact that it does not, once again, have estate tax or inheritance taxes. Now, the actually property tax is tied for the 7th highest rate in the country, with $1,692 of 100,000 of assessed home value. So it is a little up there when it comes to property taxes. Sales taxes is below the U.S. average combined rate, so that's not bad at all in terms of the sales tax. And of course, you have no state tax. So Texas definitely be on the list of relocating, business-wise, job-wise, entrepreneur-wise, because it does have a really good tax overall rating there as well. Actually, all these states are. To me, I will look at all these: Tennessee, South Dakota, New Hampshire, Florida, all of them. But let me finish the list and we'll do like a complete summary. So we got Washington, most tax friendly. I love Washington. Washington is a beautiful state up there in the Northwest. Seattle, Tacoma, Washington comes to mind with me when I think about the state of Washington. It's really beautiful. This is actually Seattle. But look at this. It has no state income tax, which I didn't know that for a while. I always thought that Washington was a very pricey state, but I didn't know you actually get some benefits of living in the state of Washington of saving on your saving on your state taxes. Now you do have sales tax, which is the fourth highest in the nation. So the sales tax is up a little bit. There's no state income tax, but the sales taxes is the fourth highest. Now the property taxes is a little bit, it says is close to the midpoint in terms of your overall property taxes. $929,000 per 100,000 of assessed home value. So that's going to be right in the middle mark in terms of property taxes. Now, the inheritance and the estate tax, you do have that. You do have that, and it really depends on what your situation is. And it's imposed by Washington on an estate exceeding $2.193 million. So it does have exceptions within that rate. Tax rates range between 10% and 20% as well. So it differs in terms if you fit in any of those type of parameters. But once again, it's no state income tax as well. And it's a beautiful state too. It's beautiful. And ninth and final state on here that has no state income tax, it is the state of Wyoming. Now, Wyoming is it is a most tax friendly state. So all these states are very tax friendly, no state income tax. I've driven through Wyoming before, like Shanghai, and I've been through there, but I never stopped there to really enjoy the state. Being a tax friendly state is a positive in my opinion, to at least kind of check out as well. I've always been familiar or been curious about these type of states that have many state taxes, and I understand you got to make up the ground with sales and property tax and sales tax, but state taxes is really good to learn to understand. And this state, once again, it does not have any estate taxes at all, or no inheritance taxes as well. Now, the property tax is 10th lowest in the nation when it comes to the property taxes, with a rate of $575 per 100,000 home assessed value. So that's something to think about. The property tax is a little bit low. There's no inheritance or no estate tax. There's no state tax. And then you have the sales tax is the 8th lowest in the United States. That's positive when it comes to states, it comes to, overall tax-friendly states. Now, all these states are really positive. Definitely something to check out if you move into something, if you're trying to start a business. Entrepreneur life, these states is something really consider, because they do have some positive tax implications inside their tax formula. So Wyoming, we talked about Washington, Texas, we talked about Tennessee, we talked about South Dakota, talked about New Hampshire. New Hampshire is really, I thought it was interesting, some of the numbers there. Nevada, I thought another state was interesting there. Of course, Florida there. Florida has middle of the road sales tax, which I was very happy to see that middle of the road. It wasn't too high, it wasn't too low. And then the property taxes is pretty average when it comes to nationally. So Florida nationally is basically in the middle when it comes to property taxes, and it's also in the middle when it comes to sales taxes as well, and no state taxes as well for Florida. And of course, the first state that we talked about, Alaska, and one of the best things I liked about Alaska was the no state sales tax or no state income tax. So that's the list I have for you. Don't forget to watch this video again if you want to learn about no state income tax states to move to relocate, to start a business, entrepreneur life. I'm telling you, these states here are gold because tax friendly. All right, my name is Adam Shelton. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to this channel. And as well, in the description box right below this video, check out more videos that I've done and opportunities about growing your influence online, starting a business, or getting your first 100 or 1,000 subscribers, and definitely want to check out those videos and that information I have below here. And I'll see you on the next video. I was excited about doing this video because I'm all about trying to look at the advantages for an entrepreneur or a business owner. My name is Adam Shelton. I'll see you on the next video.